Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So guys, in this video I'm going to implement the train function using which we are gonna train our multi-layer perceptron. So let's make a function for that. So def train, it is going to be x, y, and it will also take our model. It will also take our epochs, and it will also take our learning learning rate as the default rate. I am also gonna set as 0.01, or let's not use the default rate right now. Also I am going to set logs as true. So this, now what I am going to do is training loss. It is going to keep a list of all the loss that we will get, so we can compare like okay, how our loss has decreased or increased. So the number of classes that we are going to have is going to be 2. The output number of classes is the number of the neurons in the output layer. So I'm also gonna get y1 hot vector from our y, so that is going to be 1 hot, and in this I need to pass our y and classes. As I said earlier, that the depth is the number of the neurons in the last layer, so the classes is also the same thing, so you can use anything like that. Okay, now what we need is for ix in range epochs. So how many number of epochs we want to run this algorithm, or you can say how many number of times you want to run this function, so that you have a better values. Okay, so let's suppose y. First of all, we are gonna get our output, that is model dot forward x. Now what we are going to do is we are going to get our loss. That loss is going to be y1 hot and y head. So this is how we are finding our loss. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to call our model function, model dot backward function. Okay, backward, model dot backward function, and in this we need to pass our x, our y, not y but y1 hot, ost. Okay, and we also need to pass learning rate. Okay, this is this. I think it should be something like let's set the learning rate as 0.01. Okay, yeah. So this is this will train our this will run this part once. If you will only have one epoch, okay, then it will update our all the weights. Now what we are gonna do is training loss dot append. We are going to append our loss in the training loss list. Okay, and what we are saying is if logs, it means that if we have set our logs as true, what we are going to do is print epoch percentage d loss percentage 0.4 f, and this is it. So what I am going to pass here is ix and l. So if we have set our logs as true, so we will see what our epoch number is and what is our loss. Okay, and now what we need to do is return training loss. Okay, so this is what we need to do here. So now what we need to do is we need to make a model from this this neural network. So in this we need to pass input size and output size, and we have already provided it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make our object. Okay, so nn is not defined. Let me run all the cells from starting. Okay, so now we have model as here, and we also have our x and y here. Okay, so now let's just pass it in our training function. Okay, So let's call train function. Loss is going to be train function. Let's pass this uh, x, y and model, and we want epochs. Let's suppose we want 700 epochs, or let's say first you want 100 epochs. Okay, it's up to you. So now let's run this function, and it is showing that we have a problem. Okay, it need capital X. Again it is showing us a problem, so it is saying keyword error w1. Okay, so I must have made a mistake here. Okay, so this w1, w2, w3 is going to be small, so w, this was the mistake here, w2, w3. Okay, now let's run this again. Has no activation outputs. Okay, the spelling is incorrect here. Outputs, I guess this is right now. Okay, so we have another error. This is again an spelling error, so it is axis, not axis. It is axis. Okay. We have another error. Sorry guys, but this is just typo. So let me see, it is saying that we don't have any w3. Okay, dw3, w3. Okay, so the problem here is that we have used capital W again, so w1, w2, w3. I hope that we do not have any problem right now. And training loss, this is written. Okay, training loss. Okay, so as you can see here, in the 0th epoch our loss was this, and after 100 epochs our loss is this. So our loss has decreased so much, so we can say that our algorithm is working, but we cannot just say it like this. So what I am going to do, first of all, let's train it for some more epochs. Let's say I want to train it for 500 epochs. Okay, and list object is not callable, so yeah, so L equal to loss. So yeah, so now let's check what is our loss values here. So let's move on to the next part, because our algorithm is almost finished. So we get the predicted value. How we can get the predicted value? What we are gonna use is model dot predict, and I'm going to pass x. So for all these values I'm going to predict the value. Okay, I know I should have created a test set and training set, but I have not created them yet, so let's just use normal x. Okay, so we have now ypred. So what we can do here, so let's check the ypred. Let's check ypred. So as you can see here, it is saying that first x belongs to class 1, then class 1, class 0, class 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, and similarly like this. Okay, here we have 3 consecutive classes as 0. So now if you want to check the accuracy, it is pretty easy. What we can do is np.mean, and what we need to do is ypred equal to y. As you can see here, we have 90.4% accuracy. Okay, in this case we have 90.4% accuracy, which is pretty good, I guess. Like if you want to see because we have created a very small neural network and we have not implemented many things here. So our accuracy is 90.4, and it is pretty good. So let's also check what was our accuracy uh, before training. Okay, so let me just run this again, and model this. Yeah, so let me just check the accuracy right now. We have not trained this model again. Okay, so as you can see here, by random, because we have already initialized all the values at random. So by random our values are 61, our accuracy is 61.6%. if you want to run this again, this is always going to be same. So our accuracy is 61%, but let's suppose you train this now. Okay, so we have trained it for 700 epochs this time, and as you can see here, the loss is even low. So now if we will predict it, as you can see, our accuracy is 91.8, which is improved from 90.4 because we have used 200 more epochs. So guys, this was it, and this was the series for multi-layer perceptrons. Now I want to clear one two things, like this particular algorithm is only going to work if you only have let's suppose only have two layers. Okay, two hidden layers, one output layer. If you want to change these parts, it will work, but you cannot make like 3 hidden layers or 4 hidden layers, because you have to make changes for that. Okay, I just wanted it to explain it to you, so I kept all of these parts easy. Now let's suppose if you insert more hidden layers, you will also have to do some work here to find those deltas. And if you want to, like, use uh, libraries like Keras, so what you have to do is you have to implement it in a way that uh, it can automatically detect or automatically find all of these for all the layers. You can use a for loop, or you can use any other kind of method that you wish. Let's suppose you have 10 uh, let's suppose you have 10 hidden layers here, so you can use a for loop to repeat this part, but with different deltas and different values, like a2 becomes a1, then delta 3 becomes delta 2. So I hope that it is clear. And guys, this was my MLP series. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.